Welcome to the first episode of Tackle Talk, where we talk about baits that we use in the past or we're going to use this coming up season. Right now we're talking about some bucktails and stuff, so let's get
Bucktails
right
are the
into it.
number one producing bait for us all year. Am I not right?
Yeah, that's probably right.
You caught a lot of your big fish.
A lot of big fish.
46, 47, 49,
PB.
50 and a half, all came on.
Like bucktails, like trilogies and stuff.
Exactly. So we're going to talk about what we started beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year, and then we're going to go all the way out through the season.
Throughout the season, exactly. So opening day, we're flowage situation.
Yep.
And skinny water. We're talking weeds up to 2 inches, 3 inches to the surface.
Yeah.
What do we do to put muskies in a boat opening day? We were successful, so.
We use bucktails with pretty much zero weight, and we just run them as high as you can above the weeds, and the fish are so aggressive, or they can be aggressive.
Here's an old one that I made years ago. It's a little hackle tail. There's no weight in it. Absolutely no weight. It's sun faded and everything. I don't know how many big fish we've caught opening day on this little bucktail. But so I got other ones that are similar to it, trying to duplicate it. What blade did you see that I'm usually running on this? I mean, the two blades that we like on that opening day is,
usually are using
the Colorados
and
the Indianas.
Indiana blades, yeah.
And the Indiana gives you that thump, as
thump.
well as a little bit of lift, where that Colorado gives you a lift. And so it's kind of nice to have both options, and that's what we usually have. So
if you're using the Colorados, you're usually going over the shallower water. If you're using the Indianas, you're going over there a little bit further.
A little bit more room between the surface and the weeds,
room,
exactly.
yeah.
But a lot of times it's even speed. Everybody talks about slow rolling in the spring when you got 55-degree water temp.
I mean, we're cranking.
We're cranking
with the 400 tranks.
400 tranks, power handle. And these fish come up and
they eat it and turn sideways.
Just put the boots to them. So
you get a perfect hook set.
Exactly. So those are those baits. What colors did you like?
We usually, obviously white and chartreuse and stuff, but orange and black, chartreuse and really just any bright colors or natural colors.
Yeah, that's been really good. So we'll get these out of the way, and then we'll go on. So now after opening day, we went to Green Bay.
Green Bay with Captain Joe McGlung.
What's the scenario at Green Bay?
Well, usually fishing about 4 to 5 feet of water, flats, fish after they spawn, and usually throwing some not light bucktails, but a little bit heavier. For, say, we're using like a Dream Catcher or AA Esox Assault.
Tell me about that bucktail right there.
Yeah, this Killer Corn Esox Assault. We were fishing the spot. It was about 3 o'clock, 3 p.m., and there was like a major or something, I don't remember. And I came around the corner, and all of a sudden, 47 and a half just comes up and smacks it.
Right on the L turn.
Right on the L turn. And I set back into him, head shaking. We get him in the net. You're scrambling. And
I think that you fought that fish for 6 seconds.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
pretty quick.
Sounds about right.
One thing I've learned with Fischer is I know he's got a little bit of power, but a lot of times that hook is not always driven very good, and you better be quick on the bag.
Hey, I got a few. I got a few that were hooked good.
You did. But a lot of times that bucktail's out when the first time they go in the bag, and that was another case when that bucktail was out.
Yeah.
But you keep pressure on. You load up that elk river rod on them. I mean, that's all you need to do. The rest of that's up to me. And
got to get the net quick enough.
Yeah. So
another tail is Spankies. Pretty nice tail. They run a little deeper, a little heavy blade, and
Yeah, those are all really good.
Gangrene.
You know, the Esox Assault by Chaos. The gangrene is another really nice color.
It's got a lot of teeth marks in it and stuff.
Yeah, you can almost live on these two right here. They really are good. So, and they do have single versions, and the single versions ride a little bit lower. Nice little thump. There's a time when they like single and they like doubles. So, definitely a must-have to run them both. So.
Yeah, definitely. And then we gotta put all these away.
You gotta put all these away as we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So then I think we're gonna start moving on to the trilogies. These are just the smaller trilogies. We moved a few, but we were using the bigger trilogies when we got them at the time.
Yep.
If we had them at the start of the year, we probably would have caught a couple more on the smaller ones, but still, that marabou really flashes behind the blade.
The nice thing I like about the trilogy, you know, if you're familiar with throwing, you know, a Bucktail or whatever, one thing that they like to do is they'll suck that hair up to
into the blade.
Into the blade. Especially if you use a double, like a double 10 with Boo, it'll suck back in, and you actually look skinny behind. Where with the triple bladed, it actually flares it out. It pushes the hair out. So that really makes the bucktail look a lot nicer as it comes through the water.
It looks more like a
and these things just, I mean, never, always start. That's the nice thing. So
we also got the tinsel.
The tinsel versions.
Gold and orange and black.
Yep.
Favorite colors. Then move on.
Then you got some of your own creations.
The Fisher
we like to
tail.
play around with we like to play around with this.
The Fisher tail.
So what this is a you got a pair of Indiana blades.
A gold and orange Indiana blades.
Yep. A little bit different weighted between the two, so they got slightly different thump.
7s. We
We have a Joe Booker skirt off one of his tails, and then we topped it off where we got a big hook. And sometimes I really like a nice big hook, so that's a 6/0 right in the back.
Yep.
So another thing that we do, and look on the smaller ones, you want to show that?
We also put like what's that called again? Shrink wrap or something?
Shrink wrap, yep.
You put shrink wrap on the bottom of the hook, and it makes it stay in place. So sometimes they'll eat in front of it and miss it.
Mm-hmm.
So this way, if they want to eat it, the hook won't be flying all over the bait in his mouth.
Especially when you're looking at speed bucktailing.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the other thing that we do to it?
We take our pliers and bend the hooks out, so
Just a hair.
Just a hair. Just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a tad bit bent out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just like that. Just like that right there. A little bit bent out. You can see that.
Just a little bit, yep.
Yep. That works really good. So that's your homemade bucktails. Making little tails is fun. You make them in the garage. You got a lot of anticipation. I'm going to get them on this because this is going to be the color that's going to work on this flowage or this body of water that we're going to today.
Yeah.
And I know you've scored on that one.
Yeah.
It's a lot of look at the blade. This is all nothing but teeth marks. So, so that's been a little fun tail. And that's what musky fishing's need. You can make something and go try it. So, what do we got here?
And then we got some ghost tails. These are also some pretty good tails. I mean, talk about it.
I mean, they run really high. And they run high.
They're light.
They're what I would call my favorite bulging tail when you really want to see that big bulge or making a wake all the way into the boat. A lot of times that's what it takes to get one to bite. You know, you can write that when the Bucktails will do the exact same thing too.
Sometimes you see a muskie waking behind it.
Exactly. So the very good bait for that. They don't weigh much. So you gotta have a medium heavy rod that'll launch them. So
yeah, you can't have a big rubber rod for
you ain't gonna throw that with a 2X. It just ain't gonna work. So a bait that we didn't get to try this year, we actually got these real late last year. And bite back. So we got a 7-on-7 here. And then Indiana's.
This is
an 8-on-7.
8-on-7 is a Colorado.
So it's a stagger. The Colorado and the Indiana.
Colorado and Indiana.
Yep.
Look at that. That will catch some fish.
So.
Ooh.
I love that color. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, again, that's fun. It's mixing things up, different vibrations, different things. That's what's gonna. That's what's really
look
gonna
at the
do.
fun blade.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So
lots of fun with that.
Yeah, we get through that. I mean, this is our, and we still keep. I mean, when it comes down to even into the late season, I know we were on Leech Lake and Fisher pulls out that little killer corn, and wham, he blows a 44 boat side.
Yeah, 44.
45. We had it up a couple times. We knew how big the fish was, and
yep.
And why'd you lose it?
I didn't get enough. I didn't get enough into it.
It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
He ate it he didn't even eat it on the corner. He ate it right in front of me.
Yep.
So you really couldn't set into it. You had to set down.
Didn't I? Then we had really good success.
Really good success. You even got hooked.
I even got hooked in the back of the hand with one of these when I unhooked a 45 out of the net.
Yep. Yep.
So, what do we got?
We got Esox Assault. These are 10 9s, and I think we got a couple single 9s there. Mm-hmm. Or 10s. Mm-hmm. This is Killer Corn again. Great color. It's the same color that you got a hook in your hand with.
Yep.
Because the fish wouldn't let go of the bait. And then we got this color. It's orange and a little bit of dark brown. And then you always got to have your black on black.
I found that to be really good this year. We really did really well for the last couple of years.
And you moved a couple good fish on that one.
On the black on black?
Yep. Yeah.
And we got another killer corn.
Yeah, another killer corn.
Can't just have one, gotta have two.
Yeah, always gotta have two.
What's this color again?
This is Gang Green.
Another good one.
In the 10-9.
Yeah.
I think I got it was 32 and a half.
Oh, monster.
Monster.
Oh, they're all fun, aren't they?
They're all fun.
They're all fun.
Especially on a figure 8.
Exactly. The Rapska tail. And
good tail.
Good tail. I actually did very well in a tournament on this one. And how many muskies did I catch and how many muskies did you catch?
This is how many he caught. This is how many I caught.
Until when I put the fourth one in the bag, you unhooked it and put it on your rod.
Yeah. And then I moved like 4 other fish.
Actually, in the tournament, you moved more fish than I did. But
yeah.
This one was just money. It really did, and it was pretty good. So I ended up with second in that first Wisconsin tournament on that bucktail alone.
I didn't really get any fish.
So then came the tail that did it all for us this year. You would not have had the season that you had if it wasn't for this big trilogies. We got 2 new ones.
We got
these right here, fortunately.
Show you the 2 new ones that we got. We got this one. Really bright.
Can't wait to
orange,
throw that
black.
one. That is just money.
We just got another orange on black Marabou trilogy.
Because this was the one that you caught a pile of fish.
It's kind of bent a little bit.
I think you've got multiple
7 or 8.
I think it was like 3 44s on it. Some 46.
I had a 46, a 50 and a half, and
49.
49, and I also caught a 34.
No, 49 was on the tinsel.
Yeah.
49 was on this tinsel one right here. That's about the only variance.
And then I
had to mix it up that day.
No. Scott, can you make me a new trilogy? I might need a new one. I think I got like 8 fish on this one trilogy.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
It used to be black. It's kind of faded a little bit now.
Kind of faded, that's what happens.
But
a little bent there. Thrashing around in a 50 inches mouth.
Yeah. Very good.
Very good tails. I mean...
That's kind of what we used this last year. I mean, from spring to fall when it comes to bucktails. What are your thoughts?
Let's do the same thing next year. I can't wait to throw these new trilogies and the bite backs and stuff. And those other bite backs.
They're going to be nice.
It's
Especially
gonna
in
be
staggered
fun.
blades like that. Exactly.
Yep.
So.
Can't wait to throw the Esox assaults too.
Exactly. So.
Well, make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next adventure or on the next part of the series.
We're going to do one on jerk baits.
Yep, jerk baits, maybe rubber.
Exactly. We're going to keep this going.
Top water.
Top water. Talk about what's been working for us. And
in the past couple years.
You had a successful season last year.
Yeah.
Finished number 1 in the country in 1700 division, Muskies Inc.
All-time PB for most fish caught in a season.
But you stuck with it.
I stuck with it.
You know.
Lost a lot of fish.
Exactly.
Caught a lot of fish. Moved a lot of fish.
And how many days do you think you put on the water?
Probably a lot.
I'd say 100.
I didn't count.
You put a lot of days on the water, there's no doubt. So,
yep. Lots of days on the water.
But we fished with a lot of fun people, and we had a lot of fun too. So.
I mean, it's not all about fishing with the same person all the time. Sometimes you gotta fish with different people.
Exactly.
You learn different stuff from different people.
This year you were running the boat. That made a huge difference. You were the guy up front. You ran the trolling motor. You ran the spot.
I caught more fish in the
you
front
saw
too.
You watched it on side imaging. You saw the weed line. You followed it. You laid the cast where they needed to be.
Yep.
And that's what really helped. That's why, I mean, you caught 33 muskies this year, over 30.
Yeah, in the front of the boat.
Exactly. So,
well,
thanks a lot.
Yep.
And we'll see you on the next episode.